Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. A special meeting called by the North Idaho College Board of Trustees wrapped up within the last few hours. That meeting was called after the school's president, Nick Swain, was reinstated by a judge on Friday. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk was at the meeting tonight.
Nick Swain was applauded the moment he walked into tonight's meeting and the moment the Board of Trustees voted to reinstate him as president following a judge's order. The board also voted to put interim president Greg South on paid administrative leave. Last December, the board put Swain on administrative leave, but not for any disciplinary reasons. He filed a lawsuit against the college to get his job back. While many students were happy with tonight's outcome, they're still worried the college could lose accreditation. The Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities has given NIC until March 13th to send a report detailing why they should keep their accreditation.
I love this school so much and I don't want to see it fall, and it feels like it is with the accreditation things, and having Nick Swain back and having one president, which we're still working towards, but I have faith now that will push us more towards maintaining our accreditation.
And we spoke to President Swain right after tonight's meeting. He said he wanted to comment, but his attorney advised him not to at this time as he is still in a lawsuit against NIC. In Coeur d'Alene, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Well, the situation at North Idaho College is a complicated one. It goes back several months with issues surrounding the school's accreditation, their rating and funding, and the school's president. The future of the college is unknown. Well, coming up in 10 minutes, we'll break down exactly how we got to this point. New tonight, a unanimous vote from the Spokane City Council means the Cannon Streetcar Suburb will be rezoned as an historic district. That district will be called the Cannon Streetcar Suburb Historic District. The designation ensures any current or future owners of area homes would have to preserve their original historic value. That proposal received wide support from the Cliff Cannon neighborhood. All right, let's talk weather. It seems we are stuck in the winter that just won't end. Much of the inland Northwest woke up to snow again this morning, and it's not the last time we will see it. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo for more on what we can expect. Jeremy?
Well, Mark, it's one of those ones where we kind of have all the atmospheric conditions we need for cooler temperatures, more snow, and temps dropping off quickly every night. 32 degrees right now here in Spokane. If it weren't for the cloud cover, these temperatures would plummet, but thankfully we have some of that, and that's keeping us pretty close to 30 degrees right now, but overnight temperatures are going to continue to fall. We'll be back down in the mid to low 20s, pretty widespread. Teens in Republic, 11 in Lookout Pass. All in all, things are clearing out and drying out quite nicely, but there are chances of more scattered precipitation in the days to come. Most of that activity will happen each afternoon, and where it sets up, well, that all depends on where it starts. It's really one of those situations, but just know you have the chance of seeing a little moisture in the days to come. Thankfully, Tuesday and Wednesday, we aren't talking about the potential for accumulation. That doesn't likely return until we get into Thursday or even Friday. So the next couple of days, temps in the low 40s, and a mix of clouds and sun doesn't sound too bad.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. We'll check back in with you later in the show. Well, heads up if you're traveling through Post Falls right now. Construction on the I-90 and State Highway 41 interchange is reducing lanes until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Nighttime crews started work at 8 tonight. That speed limit will be lowered to 55 miles per hour and 25 miles per hour on State Highway 41 and Celtice Way. The closures are to build 3 permanent bridges for westbound I-90 and 3 permanent structures for eastbound I-90. And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Moving on to some breaking news from earlier today. Mission Avenue at Lacey Street was closed after a truck crashed into a home. This is right by Chief Gary Park. Take a look right here. Spokane police say no one was inside the home, that was injured rather, but confirmed the driver of that pickup is dead. Police say Mission Avenue between Stone and Nelson was shut down for several hours this evening. And the Spokane Police Department wants to buy 15 cameras for an auto theft prevention pilot program. These cameras collect images of license plates and vehicle makes and models. Their software compares those images with lists of stolen cars and cars connected to amber or silver alerts. The $46,000 proposal went before the city's Public Safety Committee today. It still needs City Council's approval in order to move forward. And Pullman police have arrested a man accused of being sexually inappropriate on College Hill in Pullman near several sorority houses over the weekend. Authorities say 46-year-old Jason Olin from Colfax turned himself in yesterday. He is now charged with 2 counts of indecent exposure and voyeurism. And registration has officially opened for Spokane's Hoop Fest. This is the 33rd year for the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It will return to the streets of downtown Spokane on June 24th and 25th. And for the first time, Hoop Fest will be opening their courts to kids going into first and second grades. For more information on registering your team, just head to our website, KREM.com. We have all your information right there. And that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text us the word night to 509-448-2000 and we'll send them directly to your phone. Well, new drone footage out of Georgia tonight shows the moments a large group executed what police are calling a coordinated attack on a future public safety training site. Right now, 23 people are charged with domestic terrorism. The group reportedly entered the area wearing all black and threw rocks, bricks, and Molotov cocktails and fireworks at police officers. Protesters refer to the site as Cop City and have been protesting the construction of it for several months now. Well, the FBI says 4 U.S. citizens have been kidnapped by armed gunmen in their vehicle near the northern Mexico border city of Matamoros. The FBI says the Americans entered Mexico driving a white minivan with North Carolina plates. Shortly after crossing the border, gunmen opened fire on their car. All 4 Americans were taken from the scene by the attackers, and their conditions are unknown tonight.
The Departments of State and Homeland Security are also coordinating with Mexican authorities, and we will continue to coordinate with Mexico and push them to bring those responsible to justice. And again, our hearts are with the families.
Tonight, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for the return of the victims and the arrests of those involved. New dashcam video captured the harrowing moment another Norfolk Southern train came hurling off the tracks again in Ohio, this time in Springfield. The cars that crashed did not contain any hazardous material, though other cars in that train did. We have now seen several derailments in the last few weeks, both here and internationally, but experts say that doesn't necessarily mean there's been more than normal.
The short answer is you look at the statistics. What we have at the moment is a greater awareness of the fact that they do happen. And that's good because that means we'll continue to focus on safety.
Norfolk Southern told CBS today that it is cooperating with the investigators into the recent derailments. And starting today, Amtrak will resume its direct route from Portland to Vancouver, British Columbia. Service to Seattle continued last fall on that same route, but the last stretch has remained closed since Canada closed its border due to the pandemic. The first trains to and from Portland left right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. And big news in the state tech industry. Microsoft announcing today another massive round of layoffs starting in May. Nearly 700 more jobs will be cut across their Western Washington campuses. That's on top of the 600 local job cuts announced last month that will begin in April. Across the company, at least 10,000 people, or 5% of the company's global workforce, will be laid off from Microsoft this year. And it may have been cold outside, but that did not stop diehard Macklemore fans from gathering in Seattle for a free concert. The announcement was made on social media by Macklemore himself. A tweet went out at around 8 o'clock this morning on Twitter. Macklemore, aka Ben Haggerty, is a Seattle native who was known locally for years, but really blew up with the release of his hit song Thrift Shop in 2012, a song that reached the top of the music charts by 2013. And if you're bummed you couldn't make it to the West Side in time for today's pop-up show, don't worry. Macklemore is coming to the Spokane Arena in October. Those tickets go on sale on March 10th. Well, it is that time of year again that almost time to spring ahead. Daylight saving time falls at 2 a.m. Sunday this year, which means you'll need to turn your clock ahead 1 hour before going to bed on Saturday. But the good news is you'll have all day Sunday to recover.